Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
The San Diego Council on Literacy brings you Literacy for All with your host, Jose Cruz.
Welcome to the show. I'm Jose Cruz from the San Diego Council on Literacy, and our guest for this segment here on, what's today? This is actually October 23rd, 2018. It's Tuesday. We have with us a director of the San Diego County Library, Migell Acosta. Welcome to the show, Migell.
Thank you so much, Jose. It's such a pleasure to be here with you.
So glad to have you. You're really important in the scheme of libraries in San Diego County, and also a literacy advocate. And we're going to talk about your literacy program, the library, high school, and then ebooks. Those are favorite topics of ours. So we're getting off to a great start, great topics here. We're in San Diego County. So here in San Diego County, I believe we have 8 library systems. So there's San Diego Public Library, that's a city, Carlsbad, Oceanside, Escondido, Chula Vista, National City, Coronado, and then yours is the 8th, or let's call it the 1st, and that's the San Diego County Library. Tell us about your role in the scheme of libraries in our region.
Well, you're very, very informed of the library
I practice these a lot.
So here's my stump speech about who we are. So the San Diego County Library, I have 33 libraries, and I'm responsible for all the unincorporated areas of the county. And then 11 of the county's incorporated cities I provide service to.
Very good.
So like El Cajon, Vista, Poway, and so on. And the question is, why? Why some cities I serve and some cities have their own jurisdiction? And it's really a matter of history. You could imagine back in the early 1900s, the city was busy getting itself incorporated and together and offering services, and so was the county. And suddenly we look at each other and, you have a library system, we have a library system. That's fine. We'll each have our own. So,
and you are covering big areas. I mean, El Cajon is a big city by itself, and it could hold its own library, but you're having to cover that area.
Absolutely.
And also way south, is Imperial Beach also yours?
Imperial Beach is mine. It's actually, we just built a brand new library, opened it about a year ago.
Right, and there's a big gap between Imperial Beach and El Cajon, so you have all that city area that is not yours.
That's correct. So square miles wide, we cover 4,000 square miles. So really, we're spread out all over the place, from all the way to Borrego Springs, up north to Encinitas, Fallbrook. So we're all over the place.
Wonderful, wonderful. Borrego Springs. I just took a drive out there. There's a new literacy program, so we have to do site visits, and that's a ways out there, especially if you span from Imperial Beach, which is on the border, pretty much on the border, and then all the way up to Borrego. I can't even believe that's in San Diego County, but that's your service area too. Tell us about the new library in Imperial Beach.
So before I go there, you mentioned Borrego Springs.
Yeah, let's talk about Borrego Springs.
So the hot news is December 8th, we're having a grand opening of our newest library. We're building a beautiful library in Borrego Springs. It's a 14,000 square foot library. So it's nearing its completion. We're looking forward to moving in. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's our 4th library that's considered a zero net energy library. And what that means is over the course of a year, we produce all the power that we consume in the library.
Very good. Now, what was there before? Was it an old library, small library?
It was a smallish library. We were in essentially a strip mall. It was lovely, but it was time for a standalone county library. So it's really quite something, yes.
I have to go back. I mean, it looks like beautiful golf country, by the way. So just I hadn't been out there in years, and it's beautiful and peaceful. But there's a community of people out there who really care about reading and about their library, and also about literacy. So that was one of the things I had to rediscover with that visit, which was quite an escape. I really did. I don't know how much you get to go out to these sites. Were you at that opening?
So at it was about a year ago today that we did the groundbreaking ceremony.
Okay.
So we're really moving fast. So I was out for the groundbreaking ceremony. And because we're building a new library, I've gone 3 or 4 times in the last year. It's absolutely a fantastic community.
Nice.
And if you get the chance to spend the night, the nighttime sky is spectacular there.
Oh yeah, looking forward to going back. And in Imperial Beach, again, it's a community in a sense it tends to be forgotten, just because it's out there in the South Bay, low income. But the demographics, everything's changing in Imperial Beach now. A new library.
Oh yeah, so that library opened a little over a year ago. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's gotten a Orchid Award for Best Design, and it was in the San Diego Reader magazine, Best of San Diego, for Best Reading Place. Has these wonderful reading nooks for children and their caregivers to hunker down and enjoy a book. It has a replica Woody, old-fashioned car that you can get some good selfies with a wonderful community room. It's really spectacular library.
I need to get out there and visit. So what else is happening with the county library? And we'll get more into the subject areas that we wanted to talk about. New libraries is a big deal, and that's very exciting. And maybe there is a perception out there like, oh, well, libraries, we don't need them so much anymore. I know you're having to have that conversation quite frequently. People ask about that. Tell us what's happening with libraries.
So yes, there is this myth that we don't need libraries. And and if you follow media at all, about 3 weeks ago, there was an opinion piece in Forbes magazine where some economist argued that, libraries are passé, we'll just get all our books from Amazon.
Yeah.
And they got tremendous backlash. That article lasted about 4 hours on their website before they had to take it down and replace it with a pro-library. So libraries, they continue to be vital. To be honest, in the county, our elected board of supervisors, they fully support and endorse libraries. They know that they're as important now as they ever were as community centers, as a place for the community to come together, to learn, to grow, to connect. Also, our libraries these days provide access to internet. We cross the digital divide. There's a lot of folks who can't afford broadband in their homes or technology. Yeah. And this day and age, you need technology just to apply for jobs, to apply for benefits. So we have all those connections. Yeah. Then we have the library operating as a resource for the community in times of crisis. So our Alpine Library served as a local assistance center after they experienced a devastating fire. And in that role, we were the place for the community to come together. We had a lot of government agencies providing services, so we also play that role too.
That's I think it's a role that as a community center that I think a lot of people take for granted or don't know about. That libraries do they also use them as cool down zones and such?
All of our libraries are cool zones as well.
Okay, right. So there's that, and then there's just a place where people come together. And then yes, in this day and age, we never thought it would happen. If you don't have access to the internet, if you don't have the equipment and such, it's like not knowing how to read and write,
exactly,
you know?
Yes.
And so you provide that, and I think people will say, well, we don't need libraries or we don't need them as much anymore. Haven't been to a library. They haven't seen the activity, especially after school.
Oh, they definitely have to come out. And the other thing is, you can enjoy library services right from your home, school, or office. You don't have to come in. We have a huge collection now of ebooks. So entirely for free, you can download ebooks or audiobooks to your device and enjoy library resources that way.
So what books are people likely to find when they access the ebooks? Are they is it any book?
So it's quite a few. We have over 500,000 titles now. And
okay, I haven't read anywhere near. I haven't read 100,000 books. I don't think
you got to catch up. So let me first say that last year, San Diego County Library was one of 50 libraries in North America with more than 1 million downloads. Okay, so we're really quite proud of the fact that people are using our collection. And what you'll find is the same kind of general collection you would when you come into our physical libraries. So that is popular material, bestsellers, the like. The thing that we're finding that's really popular is our downloadable audiobooks. And so I consider this the cure for road rage. So we all spend more and more time, in our cars, and a good way to enjoy that time, because we don't want people texting.
Yeah.
But you can play an audiobook. Right. And so we have all, if you haven't done an audiobook, it's just a fantastic experience. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the author narrates, and sometimes professional narrates, and people will follow a narrator just because the quality of their reading.
It's an experience I'm missing. I'm so much into music, and at the same time, we're all so busy, and being able to set aside that time to read a book and stay with it. Here's technology and such that makes it possible for you to go through an entire novel. I mean, I can show you all the books I have that I intend on reading, and it takes a little bit of time to make that happen.
And absolutely. And what we're finding, we've heard wonderful stories. So if you imagine yourself on that family trip, the family road trip, where you have the kids in the back, and these days the kids are everybody's got their own device, right? So it's not like the old days where it's, when are we there? When are we going to be there? Right. So now everybody's occupied, but they're doing their own thing. And what we're finding is a lot of families enjoy a shared experience of listening to an audiobook during the trip. So I have friends and colleagues and customers who've told us, we listened to Harry Potter during the trip. Yeah. And the kids can't wait to get back from the break and get back in the car.
So there's a resource from our county library, and just one of the things that's out there waiting for folks. We're going to take just a short break, and we'll come back with Migell Acosta. He is the director of the San Diego County Library. And we're going to talk more about the library high school and then the literacy program, and maybe a little bit more about ebooks. And it's like, I like that topic just because there's things I'm missing, and I think a lot of us are too. So here's ways to fit that into your life. I'm Jose Cruz. This is Literacy for All, our radio show for literacy, and we're on WS Radio, the worldwide leader in internet talk.
Are you a small business or nonprofit? Securing Our eCity Foundation offers free cybersecurity seminars so businesses of every size can become more cyber safe. According to Forbes, just one cybercrime incident can cost a company over $15 million. Protect yourself, your employees, and your business before you fall victim to the nation's fastest growing crime. Go right now to securingourecity.org or call 619-630-2444.
Looking to be a successful entrepreneur? The virtual assistant industry continues to be a top choice for those looking to start their own business. The problem can be how to become a virtual assistant. Many turn to the Bible of the VA industry, the book, Virtual Assistant, the series, and it's the perfect guide for office managers, executive assistants, and other administrative professionals looking to make the transition from employee to successful business owner. Go to vatheseries.com to get your copy today.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of America's economy. Every Thursday, SBA Radio interviews industry professionals and is dedicated to provide small businesses with timely insights and innovations. Visit www.sbaradio.us for details.
Homeless veterans and their families are suffering and need our support, but many won't ask or don't know that help is within reach. Veterans Community Services is here to help. Amazingly, about 35% of the homeless in our neighborhoods are veterans with families. Low-income veterans or their friends are encouraged to contact Veterans Community Services and reach out for help with housing and other services. Call now, 800-974-9909.
Securing Our eCity Foundation is a nonprofit organization focused on cybersecurity awareness and education. Formed in 2011, their mission is to enable every San Diegan to live, work, and play safely in the cyber world. For more information, visit securingourecity.org or call 619-630-2444. securingourecity.org, 619-630-2444. securingourecity.org.
Donate cash, furniture, clothes, and other gently used household items to Father Joe's Villages and get a nice tax break in April. Every donation is tax deductible. Believe you can make a difference. Be Father Joe. Go to neighborhood.org or call 1-800-HOMELESS to donate today.
Life is full of misadventures, from car crashes to home fires to getting choked out on the mat. Yes, I said getting choked out because I'm Carlos Kramer, jiu-jitsu competitor, MMA and media personality, and mild-mannered insurance agent. You can follow my adventures on Kick-Ass Radio, and I can protect you from life's misadventures at Kramer Insurance. Home, auto, life, business, and workers' comp. We're at KramerINS.com, and I want you to join my world.